Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there. To put your ego and fear aside and show the solution to a problem is one of the most selfless things that I believe that you can do. So when you see a really good salesperson out there, it's because they have decided to set themselves aside and let themselves get so convicted by this message of knowing that they can help people. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. I have to tell you guys, I just recorded a 20-minute podcast for you and it did not record. I did not have one of my mics on, so I'm a little bit bummed out right now. And I simultaneously am going to turn it back on and record this again. But I just have to tell you, all of you out there who have a podcast or anything like this, where you're like, you got to be kidding me. Like you just take 1 minute to be like, you're kidding. And you try to find it and it's not there. And then you have that like, oh my God. And you just have to let it go and move forward. And I think of that so much just in business, in life. We've all done it, whether it's on Instagram, you've made the best post of your life, took you forever to write it and boom, Instagram loses it. And you can either get mad or you can look at it as practice for this next podcast. You guys, I better crush this podcast because I just totally did the entire rehearsal for it. So there you go. Happens to everyone. And just remember, literally, how fast can you pick yourself back up from it, right? Are you going to get up and get frustrated? Are you going to sit right back down 1 minute later and record? So here we go, guys. All right. I just got back from Stagecoach, which if you don't know what that is, it's like one of the largest country music festivals that there are. And it was so much freaking fun. I'm really working hard. Chris and I are working hard to schedule more fun into our lives, like things that we really want to be doing. Because number one, life is real short, everyone. Life is really, really short. And it had been years since I've gone to any concert, any live music. I've always wanted to go see a country band, and I've never been to a country show ever. So this was so much fun. I went all in. I did the outfits. I did the whole thing. Don't regret it. I am obsessed. Like, I swear all I want to do is wear cowboy hats now and belt buckles. I'm like all in. I'm all in, you guys. So if you see that, it's because of Stagecoach. But the thing that I loved about Stagecoach and about anything like this, any live music, theater, anything, I love seeing people in their dream. And when I was there, I really let myself like really sit in that. Like when I would hear people singing, and Chris Stapleton's like one of my favorite artists ever. So watching him and just hearing his genius and just being like, oh my God, these people are smack dab in the middle of their dream right now. And the hard work that they've had to put in and how they showed up on stage, even though we don't know, they might have just come off of another show. They might have just been traveling all day long. They might have shit hitting the fan at home. Like, you don't know, because a true professional just realizes they're in the middle of their dream and shows up anyway and gives the show and performance of their life. And that's what I want you guys to remember any day of your business is, yeah, you might be having a bad day, but if you have a meeting with someone else, if you have something that's important to someone else, if you have to show up for people, it's our responsibility to put ourselves aside and to show up and check our energy and to give our all. And remember that this is what we wanted. This is what we once dreamed of. So right now, if you're in a really hard spot in your business, this is what you once dreamed of, right? And honestly, being an entrepreneur and being in business is just solving problems every single day. So how can we be grateful to have problems to solve that are ours and not someone else's? So today I want to talk to you about selling, because I think there's a lot of people out there who have a product, or they're creating something right now, or they want to launch a platform. Maybe you're creating a course right now. Maybe you are creating a product, but you don't like selling. And I want to tell you, these two go hand in hand. You can't do one and not like the other. You actually have to learn how to fall in love with selling. Today, that's what I want to do. I want to share with you why you need to fall in love with it and why it's actually doing people a favor. But first, I want to ask, why are we so afraid of it? Is it fear of rejection? Is it fear of feeling uncomfortable? Is it a lack of confidence? Do you feel like you're bothering people? Do you not like the pressure? And I would ask you to take some time to see, is it that you are afraid that you're going to be rejected and people aren't going to like you? Because if that's the case, you may be just selling to the wrong people. Maybe you need to do some self-work around the fact that you're fearing people not liking you. Maybe there's some worthiness issues there. Maybe it's who you're around. Maybe you need to start to realize that you're not going to be selling to your friends. Maybe you need to create a new audience. Maybe you need to work harder on audience acquisition. Maybe you need to work harder on adding more value to your current audience around the thing that you're going to be selling, right? Make sure that it's aligned with the thing you're going to be selling. You don't want to be adding value around, let's say, selling cars or how to buy the perfect car, what the best car is out there, and then selling a totally different product, right? Selling a computer. You need to make sure that the value that you're adding is in alignment with the thing that you're going to be launching. So how can you become known as the expert in that thing? So who are you around? What are they thinking? Remember that you're not going to be selling to them if these are the people that you're afraid of. You need to start adding more value in that particular area. But you guys, why is sales a good thing? Sales is a good thing because without sales, we don't have a business. You have to really understand this. What you're selling is how you're going to connect with your customer. It's going to be the way that you provide value to your customers. And when people pay, they pay attention. I have to tell you, you have to let this sink in. The biggest transformations in my life were the things that came with the biggest price tags. And because I paid that amount, I showed up and I paid attention. So if you were afraid of charging your people and if you are afraid of sales, then you simultaneously are saying that you don't believe in the transformation that you are selling. And if you don't put a price tag on it, they will not transform. If they do not see it, you're not giving them the opportunity to find a way to solve their problems. So sales is one of the greatest things that you can do to put your ego and fear aside and show the solution to a problem is one of the most selfless things that I believe that you can do. So when you see a really good salesperson out there, it's because they have decided to set themselves aside and let themselves get so convicted by this message of knowing that they can help people. So if you are willing to go all in and truly become the person that creates transformation, you need to fall in love with what sales actually is. And sales is outspoken solutions. Sales is simply an outspoken person with a lot of solutions who is committed to showing up and getting out of their own way to truly help people. It is so important that if you have a good product, that you become a good salesperson. It is the most selfless thing that you can do. So I want to share with you some quotes that I'm obsessed with that really, really help put into perspective why you need to become a great salesperson. Brian Tracy says, selling is not about pushing products. It's about understanding people and helping them to solve their problems. Tom Mokel says, if you believe in what you're selling, you'll never have to sell a day in your life. Why? Because you will be so convicted, you guys. You'll be so convicted that all you'll be doing is talking. Have you ever bought an incredible pair of blue jeans or had the most amazing smoothie of your life or had an incredible coffee that actually just you look forward to every single day? You're not selling, are you? You're like, girl, look, I know that this coffee shop is 10 miles from you, but I swear to God, it is the best coffee you'll have in your life. It is like chef's kiss, delicious treat. Put on a podcast, drive your ass over there, enjoy the journey to this coffee, savor the coffee. It's going to change your life. Yes, this coffee is $12. Who knows? Whatever, right? Let's put a high price tag on it. Even if someone said that, look, let's go crazier. Let's go crazier, you guys. This coffee is $15, but I promise you, you're going to feel so freaking good. It's the perfect amount of caffeine. You feel energized. It's the most delicious thing you'll have all day. And I tell you, I drive 10 miles myself to go get this $15 cup of coffee. Did I sell you on something that sounds crazy, but now your curiosity is actually piqued? What the hell is this girl talking about? How amazing can this coffee be? But you go and you do it. You have the best coffee experience of your life from the most amazing freaking barista you've ever met, who's so sweet, asks you how you are, maybe tells you something amazing about the day. And you're like, oh my God, I'm doing this. I'm taking this drive, this 10-mile drive every single day, paying $15 for this damn coffee. And I literally can't believe it. This seems insane. But to me, this is so valuable. Allow yourself to get that convicted by your message that you're never even selling. Hey y'all, if you didn't know, Earn Your Happy is now a part of the Growth Day Podcast Network. This is so exciting to me because I have been looking for a really good home for the show for, I can't even tell you, years, literally. And now I've finally been able to come together and collaborate with other people who have incredible shows, and I want to share them with you. One of the shows is Motivation with Brendon Burchard. And you guys, if you don't know about the beginning of my career, I literally started with Brendon Burchard's work. It's how I launched one of my very first online courses and membership sites, was because he gives so much advice that you can integrate and implement immediately. And that's what you're going to get on the show. Not just motivation, but you're going to learn exactly how to get your stuff out in the world. And not just that, but Brendon runs in the most incredible group of humans who are really doing the thing out in the world that you want to be doing. So go check it out. Go subscribe to Motivation with Brendon Burchard. I promise you, this is going to be one of those shows that no matter when you tune in, you're going to get value. It's not one of those that you're like, God, I listened for 30 minutes and I didn't get what I wanted. From the beginning, you're going to get something that changes your life or changes your business. So go check it out. Motivation with Brendon Burchard. I know you're going to love it. I'm obsessed. Right? Or what about a pair of blue jeans? Let's put a high price on these too. Girl, Yes. Okay. These jeans are $180, but let me tell you, these are the jeans I reach for every single day. And I swear to you, they just get better and better and better with every wash. Like, I don't care how I'm feeling that day. If I have somewhere to go, I put these on. They look great with a turtleneck. They look great with a white button up. They look great with a crop top. Like, literally, these are the go-to. You won't need to buy another pair of jeans for a really long time. Guess what? You're buying these jeans. Like, you're going to buy them because I'm so convicted by the fact that I love these jeans so much. And do I feel like I just sold? Hell no. I feel like I'm doing you a favor. I feel like I'm doing you a favor so much so that I'm literally saying, you have to trust me on this. The investment is worth it. Like, I believe that if you put this much money down, you're not only going to not feel bad about it, that you're going to call me after wearing these damn jeans and you're going to be like, holy shit, thank you so much. I've never felt so hot in my entire life in these blue jeans. Like, that is where we want to get to, is never forgetting what you do. Like, listen, this changed my life. This is why I created this. This is what I want for you. This is what I see for you. This is what's going to happen for you. Like, just trust me on this one. That's where you need to allow yourself to get with selling. So the next quote I want to share with you is Gary Vaynerchuk. Selling is about creating a connection with another human being and finding a solution to their problems. Are you willing to be selfless enough to set your ego aside to sell the solution to a problem that somebody needs? Are you willing to work on yourself, to work on your confidence, to work on your ego, to work on letting go, to saying, who the cares about what these other small minds think who don't even need this solution, who aren't willing to invest, who honestly aren't willing to even change or transform. But why do I care about what they think? And I'm robbing all of these other people whose lives could change, who could then become the next ripple effect, who could then become the next leader and help other people. Like, are you really going to rob people of their transformation because you care about what Mary in Idaho thinks of you on Facebook, who you have no idea? You have no idea who she is, and she has a freaking cat picture as her profile pic, and that's going to get to you? You guys, this is genuinely important. This stuff truly matters. And I want to share with you, when I was first in network marketing and I started making some pretty good money off of it, I had a group of people that I knew really well, actually, who had gone to my gym for a while. I'd opened up a gym and then I had started network marketing, and they were some clients of mine who would come to some of my workouts. I had a girl start to talk about me and what I was doing online, and she started sharing it with all of the other people at my actual workouts. She started talking about me, like, in these groups while she was in my gym. And while I was there, like, this was all behind my back. And she would be out in the parking lot and like trying to recruit people to think that I was a bad person while she's working out in my gym. Like, why come to the gym? This makes zero sense to me. Why do you keep coming then? All right. So this is how close to home it was. And this is, can this happen to you? Yes, of course. So she was saying to all of these women who were paying me, don't go to her anymore. Don't go to her classes. Don't pay her for personal training because she's only in it for your money. Okay. This is comical, you guys. This is comical. So when I had these women come to me and say, hey, this girl is saying this stuff about you, like, literally in the parking lot, like telling us we shouldn't go, we should go to this other gym, like recruiting us to go to this other gym. And I'm like, okay, why? Like, this is so crazy. And they said, she's saying that you're selfish and you just want money. Like, you're just in it for the money. And so I had this moment, and my rebuttal to this woman who came to me with this info, I go, of course I'm in it for the money. This is my business. I need to get paid. If I didn't get paid, I couldn't help you. I wouldn't show up to help you guys transform because I need to be supported in order to support this message. And I remember thinking, that is the stupidest thing I have ever heard in my entire life. Of course we do this for the money, but not only that, we also do it to transform people. But what I need for you guys to get is that if anybody ever says that, or they're just in it for the money, yeah, you need to make money. Your message needs to be supported. Your service needs to be supported, because if it's not, you don't show up for them. You don't show up for them. So if I was only in it for the money, I guess that's one thing. But if you're getting a service from me and you're transforming and I'm committed to your transformation, then that is what we call, my friends, an equal energy exchange. You paid me for something that I promised, and I am showing up for the promise. Where people go wrong is when they overpromise and underdeliver. But my entire career has been about underpromising and over-delivering. So let yourself off the hook. And the next time someone says that, say, hell yes, I'm in it for the money. That's how I keep showing up. And I also am in it for your transformation just as much, if not more. Because if women especially do not start becoming unapologetic with the fact that we want to make money, that we would love to make big money, because big money makes big change. You need to get so comfortable with saying, yeah, I love money. Money creates opportunities. Money creates choice. Money helps you get out of situations that you don't want to be in. We're no longer making decisions because, oh, we're stuck here. Oh, we have to. Oh, I have to stay in this relationship that isn't good for me or even abusive. I've absolutely seen that, where it's not a choice because they feel like they can't leave because they can't get right with money. This is everything. Money creates choice, opportunity, freedom, and it helps free others. The more money you make, the more opportunities you create. And that's what you need to get. That's what you need to get. The more people you can inspire and the more people you can change. Money makes big impact. So money comes from sales, you guys. And you need to fall in love with sales. You have to get so excited about it. And remember that if someone comes at you, to remember how ridiculous it is what they're saying, and that they just need to work on their money mindset and know that sales is service. Sales is the ultimate sacrifice and service of your ego and putting yourself aside to say, I have what you need. And I am literally going to put myself aside and my fear aside to let you know that I have it. And I'm going to be so convicted by this message that I'm actually asking you to trust me so that you show up for this thing, right? I've had moments in network marketing where I say, you have to trust me on this. What do you have to lose? Especially if you have a money back guarantee, you guys, if you have a 1 week or 1 month, you say, you can get your money back. But what I want you to do is lean in and trust me, because so far you haven't done something that's committed you enough. You haven't put your money down. You haven't put your money where your mouth is yet. And this is what's keeping you from committing to your transformation, is that you're half in. You don't pay for it. You don't say, this is scary. You don't take the big leap. And that is why you're not committing yet. And I need you to listen to me and say, this is going to be the moment that changes me, because I'm going to commit. I'm going to put the money down. I'm going to do the scary thing. And that's why you're going to show up. This is what I tell people. This is why I did so well in network marketing, is because I asked them to trust me and say, so far, you haven't been able to commit to your goal and get the result that you want. And it's because you keep saying no to the commitment, or you keep saying no to not putting the money down. And this scary thing is the reason why you're now going to get the transformation, is because you're going to commit today to me, to this, and we're going to move forward together. And this transformation and this payment is going to be the reason why you pay attention. This is going to be the reason why you commit. These were the phone calls that I would have with people. And I couldn't have those until I believed it. And I was okay with even them being upset, right? Or, hey, this didn't work for me. Great. I told you that this may not look right. Like, this could be the game changer. Or if it doesn't work, then you get your money back. Great. Take your money back. I let go, and let it be okay if they're mad at me. Let it be okay that they couldn't commit. Let it be okay that they didn't actually try the product, right? They tried it for a day, 2 days, whatever. That's okay, guys, because the ones who find you are going to love you. You're going to start getting the people who get the transformations, and you're going to stop caring about the people who couldn't commit. I promise. All right. I hope this helps you go all in. I pray this recorded, because, I can't do it again. even though I would. I'd take my 1 minute and I'd do it again. All right. I love you guys so much. Until next time, earn your happy and go out there and sell. Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it. Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently. And most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.